How do you get your average handle time down and wrap up calls with customers faster? Here's one of my favorite call control techniques. Signposting is one of the best ways to manage complex calls and wrap up conversations. When it comes to signposting with customers, there are two ways to do it. The first way to signpost with a customer is for you to give your customer a heads up on what you will need from them later in the call. And the second way to signpost is for you to prepare to wrap up the phone call. Now, I want you to think of signposting like a sign on the highway. Imagine you are driving in an unfamiliar area and you are paying attention to the highway signs because you don't want to miss your exit. And then you look up and you see your exit is 1.5 miles away. If you are in the left-hand lane, you would then at that point begin to work your way over to the far right lane so you don't miss your exit. That is exactly what we are doing with signposting when we use it as a heads up. Signposting is so effective when you need to input data in your computer. Maybe it's taken a long time to enter that data. You can use that time to post to your customer what you will need next from them. So if you're going to need them to gather details while you're entering things in the computer, just post a sign. It might sound like this. In a moment, I'll give you a reference number, which you may want to write down if you've got a pen handy. Your signpost here is get that pen ready or open the Notes app on your phone so that you are ready. When you signpost, your customer can begin getting ready while you wrap up what you're doing in the computer. Now, here are some more examples for signposting as a heads up. In a moment, I'll need your credit card number. I need to place you on a brief hold while I blank. When I return, I'll need blank, so you may want to gather this. So you're telling the customer what you need from them and they can begin to mentally or literally prepare. The first thing we'll do is blank. Next, I'll need to have both you and your spouse on the line to answer some questions. You can cut seconds off of your talk time by signposting because you're helping your customer help you by gathering what you'll need. Now, the second way to signpost is for you to signpost to signal the end of the phone call. It used to be difficult for me to wrap up a meeting in a coffee shop or a restaurant with a friend. But now, using signposting, I am able to make graceful and quick exits. When I am ready to walk away from the coffee shop or the lunch date, the first thing I'll do is I will pick up my cell phone. I'll usually glance at it and then put my phone in my purse. And then I will lean back in my seat as a way to begin to detach from the conversation. And then I'll often ask a question such as, what are your weekend plans? And I will listen to what my friend or colleague says they're doing for the weekend, and I'll loop my exit phrase to whatever they say. So it will work like this. I'm ready to go. I look at my phone, put it down, lean back in my seat, and I'll say, Jamil, what are you doing for the weekend? And let's say my friend Jamil tells me she is going to a grand opening. Her friend Shay is having a grand opening. So after I lean back in my chair, then I will stand up and say to Jamil, have a fabulous time at Shay's grand opening. And then I'm able to walk toward the door and it's over. Using signposting, I get out quicker. My signposts are the visual cues of looking at my phone, leaning back, and then verbally, have a great weekend. You can wrap up calls just as gracefully, just as quickly as I am now doing with my lunch dates by using signposting as a way to wrap up the phone call. Now, here's how that might look on a phone call. I have everything I need on my end. That is a post, a warning to your customer that the end is near. The only thing left is for me to wish you a fantastic afternoon. You are psychologically priming your customers when you signpost to end the phone call. Just as I lean back in my chair and look at my phone, I'm giving cues that it's over. That's what you're doing on a verbal level. I don't want to take up any more of your time, and then you bridge into whatever is last in the interaction. I'm glad I was able to help you today. Enjoy your afternoon. The final thing we need to do is give you your claim number. Notice the psychological priming here, final thing. So you're letting them know that the end is near. You're letting them know also if you want to take down this number, get a pen or pull your phone out and be ready. One last thing I need to tell you. Signposting will work for you. Just like signs on the highway, your signposting will let your customer know what is ahead, and then they will prepare. They will be ready to give you what you need, and this is going to shave seconds, if not minutes, off of your talk time. Now, I want you to try signposting this week. Try it this week. I cannot wait for you to feel the excitement, feel that sense of accomplishment of getting your customers toward the end faster, guiding your customers to the next steps. Now, for more help with call control or de-escalation or the customer experience, visit my website at myragolden.com.